from San Francisco as you get a look inside modern Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I think we saw some of the best qualities of Carlos Hyde on that run. Able to pick up something there, being physical running the football. But I think he's got really good vision. And
he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Mike Bennett in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. On play action, it's Dobbs, and he's going to go down again. The rookie from Michigan State, Malik McDowell. And that'll bring up a third down and very long.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes. Or
under pressure again, and down he goes again.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Carry for Thomas Rawls. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. They go again with Rawls. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
No.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Jimmy Graham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Nick Novak on now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Novak out now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Following the penalty, it's Hyde. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
On second down, Dobbs. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Here's Dobbs to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Michael Bannon in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, right? Number 1 goal is what? Make playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division.
There goes Thomas Rolls. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Thomas Rolls with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
No back out now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Let's go!
Dobbs now on second down. Buying time to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Come on, let's go! Let's go!
They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So it'll be first down here after the run. They run again with Hyde on first. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
The rookie from BYU, here's Jamal Williams. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. To throw is Dobbs. And they're going to face a 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on to punt for San Francisco. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. They start on the ground with Rawls. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Second down following the run. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They stay on the ground. Rolls again. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They go play action now. Wilson steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Hyde. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Dobbs, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. He's at the 50, the 30, 20. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
After the interception. Here's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. The rookie from Stanford, Solomon Thomas. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. That is caught inside the 5. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They just
feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. Well, if you haven't got enough football this Thanksgiving weekend, there's still more to come. Tonight,
yes,
you're pumped up. It's two of the most storied franchises in NFL history doing battle, the Packers and Steelers from Heinz Field. Then tomorrow night, more. Wrap up your Cyber Monday with the Texans at the Ravens from Baltimore.
Man, is it time to start shopping already?
Just go online, man. I said Cyber Monday. Click, click, click. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Carlos Hyde, see you later. 30, 10, 5, touchdown, 49ers. Carlos Hyde, 95 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. So from back deep in their home territory, all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. On 1st down, Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Now it's Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
2nd down now after the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a loose football. Rawls loses it. And this is going to be 49er football. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down. Remain here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this.
Let's go. Black round.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a gain of 9 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Let's go.
Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Here's Wilson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Eric Armstead in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. On second down, Rawls. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. From the shotgun, Wilson. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They run it again with Hyde. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Out of the gun, Dobbs. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets it down to the 32. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On second down, Hyde. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Tremendous.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 37. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good, because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. And never mind, Larry. These two teams apparently anxious to get back at it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Aaron Lynch. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. There's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
So don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll try to fire up the running game with Hyde. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
2nd and 5.
Come on, let's go. Flex round.
Again, it's Hyde. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Flex round. Come on, let's go. Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. Complete to the right. This is Garcon. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And the quarterback is actually split out wide there in the Wildcat. Now a direct snap back to Williams. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10. The Niners on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10.
Come on, here we go.
Again, it's Williams. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
And Gold is able to put it through, and that's going to tie us at 13. So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but at least it does draw them back level.
And that has to be job 1. A touchdown certainly would have been nice, but here you get back on even terms, and now you've got the rest of the second half to try and get yourselves in front.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. Shift together here from the D-line. The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call or get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here's Hyde. And he's got some space here. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. First down, a run with Hyde. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Let's go! Brand 38! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Throwing here, Dobbs. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Dobbs looking to throw on first down. A strong running. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jabal Sheard in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Now Dobbs. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And it'll be a third and about 13. The Niners on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Dobbs. Escape, and he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Sheldon Richardson in there with pressure yet again. And that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. So a big kick coming for Robbie Gould. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Oh, Gould missed it. It's no good. Wide to the left, off the mark, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, set this one off target.
The 10th carry for Thomas Rawls. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now it's Wilson. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And some room to work. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. The 20. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
They try again with Hyde. Showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. Now we have Hyde still on the ground here. Staying down after that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. 3rd and goal. Here's the option left. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Joshua Dobbs, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory? This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he's into the clear. Past the 20, 10, 5, and into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick six.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20. As his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. It's a
blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The rookie from Stanford, Solomon Thomas. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here. Now Wilson operating from the gun. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
Aaron Lynch in there to drop him yet again, and he must be shell-shocked back there. That's now back-to-back-to-back sacks, and it's fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a two-score game.
And two doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go. Man 38. Man 38.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The pressure gets to him again. Aaron Lynch in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Wilson now from the gun. He'll throw. And he's going to go down again. The rookie from Stanford, Solomon Thomas. And it'll be 4th down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Rashard Robinson with a pick. Yet another interception. And I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. Fresh set of downs here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 1st down, Downs to throw. Caught left side, Garcon. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar